crappie. Whoa, jump fish the crappie. Well, with the spillway opened up, I figured it was a good time to come get on some more crappie action. The Mississippi River most certainly does not affect this deep water crappie jigging that we do. There's a little nice crappie for the box right there. And as we say all the time, this is a great eating fish. We're going to go over some different techniques and what crappie do as it warms up into the springtime on this episode of DockSide TV. All right, as you saw in some of our previous episodes of DockSide TV, you notice that we really like to deep water jig these crappie in the freezing cold. And we had a really good year this year catching these pretty black crappie like this, fishing in 18 to 20, 22 foot of water. Now what happens now, as we're into the springtime, today the water temperatures are probably 65, and we're right into their spawning season, the fish are going to move up shallower. And depending on every estuary, it depends on how shallow they go. But they're definitely going to go shallower to spawn. Now, this particular area we like to fish, they don't necessarily move all the way up on the banks to spawn. This water's really clean, and crappie can spawn and fan their beds in deeper water as the sunlight will penetrate through this clean water. Nice black crappie there. Little rascal. We'll go ahead and throw this one back. When I launched the boat today, naturally I started right where we were catching them in the winter, because we were catching them one after the other almost every time we tried it. But I had a good feeling that the fish were going to be in a different area. I had a good feeling that the fish were going to be a little bit shallower, as we didn't catch anything in that 18 to 20 foot. So moved into a little cove here that I knew had a nice little drop off, and it came up shallower, and most of these fish were catching, a little bite there. Most of these fish were catching are in 9 to 13 foot of water, as that tells me either A, they're just moving up because it's warmer, or B, it's probably because, you know, they're getting into their spawning ritual. And we got them dialed in pretty good now. That one clobbered it. That's a decent one. That's a decent one. There we go. That's the size that we're looking for. That's a good one. But I knew that we were probably going to catch these fish in a little bit shallower water. So moved up to, like I said, around 10 foot. Found the bite. And what we do is we really use the depth. When I don't know, when I can't figure out where the fish are at or hadn't been in here in a while, I use the depth finder, just simply idle around the lake, and you'll see the depth finder light up with, usually these fish tend to always stay on the bottom, and you'll see it light up on the bottom of the surface. And as soon as I saw it, I killed the engine, just started casting, first cast, boom. And now we starting to fill the box up with them. These crappie are you very rarely catch loners. It's a big time schooling fish. All right, as we say all the time, depth finders for crappie fishing in deep water is essential. And you want to make sure that you don't want to fish, when you're looking at the depth finder and using your electronics, you don't want to just fish a flat bottom. You know, this cleaner water like this, the depth finders really do a good job of picking up things on the bottom, and if it's just reading a flat bottom, that's no good. So like I said before, you just want to drive around, idle around until you find some structure or some kind of elevation, humps, or some type of fish or something showing on a depth finder before you even stop. Because these crappie, they school up, it's a schooling fish, and you're gonna see big marks on the bottom when you're on, you know, a school of crappie. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed another episode of Crappie Fishing with DockSide TV. We had another great day with the Matrix Mini, catching plenty of crappie, deep water jigging, right during the spawn of crappie season. So for all other episodes, make sure to check them all out at matrixshed.com and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, good fishing.